Okay, so a little something different today. I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. I need to get some more beer so that I can do that. So, an interesting thing happened yesterday. I happened upon Mich Ultra and Mich Ultra Zero. So, I was doing a 5K. I do a 5K every year. It was at Best Damn race in Orlando. Finished the 5K. At the end, there's always Mich Ultra and then some mixed drinks every year. So, went to get the Mich Ultra. I drank one of these tiny cans, posed a picture for Instagram because, gotta have a beer in the picture, I guess. And there's no craft beer, but then mostly I had the Bloody Marys, and there's a really good like passion fruit lemonade with vodka. So anyway, snatched an extra couple cans to take home, and they also had this Mich Ultra Zero. The last time I had a non-alcoholic beer was the Heineken 0.0, I think it's called. They were giving away for free at an Orlando City game, and remember, I wasn't really a fan of it. I would rather drink water, so I dumped it out and I used that cup to get water from the water fountain. So I figured let's just do a straight up taste test of the non-alcoholic to the alcoholic, well, barely alcoholic, Mich Ultra. I know they're not craft beers. I wouldn't even, they're like beer flavored water, I guess. I barely drink them, but I mean, after a 5K, sure, it's refreshing. It's basically water. So we have in the tiny can, say 7.5 fluid ounce is the standard Mich Ultra Superior Light Beer is what they call it. 1.6 carbs, 59 calories. I guess because you're in a tiny ass can, so it's like half the calories. And then 4.7 ABV. So that's the regular one. And then the Mich Ultra Zero, 0.0% alcohol, 29 calories, I guess, for the can. Superior alcohol-free brew is what they call it. So side by side, let's see how they compare. I'm doing it for comparison, like taste, alcohol versus non-alcohol, not for how good the beer is. I already know. I'm not really a fan of this beer. All right, side by side color, I'd say like they're identical. Like I could switch them around and have no idea. Um, look about the same amount of carbonation. I mean, visually, I wouldn't know the difference. So that's the alcoholic one. Barely has any flavor. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, if you want to drink water, almost water, then it's good for that. I mean, the non-alcoholic, I mean, I don't know if there's much different in taste. I'd say the alcoholic one smells a little bit more grainy, although it's a very faint grain because, I mean, they're barely anything. Barely has a taste to it at all. It's like the normal one barely has a taste, and his is like less than a taste. I mean, Mich Ultra, I mean, it's like you can drink it all day in the sun. It's good beach beer, whatever. But like usually when I'm drinking that kind of beer, I'd rather just drink water. I think the last time I drank Mich Ultra was last year at Best Damn Race because that's what they have every year. I think it's one of their sponsors. I mean, as far as light beer goes, like Mich Ultra, I do prefer over like Bud Light, Miller Lite, especially Miller Lite. It's like a bittery tinge to me. Like, I mean, for being pretty much flavorless and having some booze in it, I mean, 4.7 isn't terrible. You can get like a lot of like shandies and some other like light wheat beers, lagers, stuff like that, light lagers. Barely smells like anything, the non-alcoholic. You want to pretend you're drinking a beer? Don't. Doesn't even taste like beer. Like this, that barely tastes like beer. That tastes like barely anything. So for the final comparison, we have straight up non-alcoholic, obviously. It's just bubbly, unflavored, sparkling water with electrolytes for taste. Like, let's compare just straight up sparkling water. So there you go. Mich Ultra Regular, straight up sparkling water. Spilled it on the table. Non-alcoholic, sparkling water. Obviously one has like a slight color. Obviously it's supposed to be beer. Yeah, I like sparkling water. I always have sparkling water in my fridge. Usually it's some sort of flavor, but I like the non-flavored ones to mix with like flavored vodkas. Alright, so we got non-alcoholic versus sparkling water. Just like the mildest like tinge of like bready graininess. Like that's it. Drinking it side by side with water is the only way you could tell that it's just not water. I mean, for 29 is not any sort of calories that's going to do anything to you, so go ahead, but just drink water. And then sparkling water versus regular Mich Ultra. I mean, gives it a tinge more taste just having the water next to it. Yeah, I would say just instead of non-alcoholic drink water, it's got almost no flavor. It's like how people say LaCroix is if someone held an orange in the same room as the sparkling water. That's how the LaCroix tastes. No, I like LaCroix in the flavored waters, but people like it's like so muted, like staticky that it's like so far away. Like that's what's if someone had a beer in the same room as sparkling water. That's how you get non-alcoholic Mich Ultra. I'll be back next time with some real beer.